Hello and welcome to Poker News. The first ever extensive survey of online gamblers is due to be carried out by the University of Las Vegas and Nottingham Trent University shortly, which aims to capture information from 20,000 players across the world. Through a quantitative internet-based survey supplemented by a qualitative focus group, 6 of the industry's major markets will be surveyed across the US, UK, Japan, Canada, Germany and Sweden. The survey is believed to be the first attempt to address and empower the player community and replace anecdotal feedback with facts and figures about the concerns and priorities for the players that make up the industry. Leading gambling research teams from the University of Las Vegas and Nottingham Trent University start work on the research immediately, and the resulting eCODGRA global report is due to be published in January 2007. It will provide the most comprehensive insight into players' attitudes globally, with a focus on what constitutes fair gaming, perceptions of operator conduct, customer service standards and player protection measures. The report's contents will also focus on who gambles, how frequently, why and with what consequences, including its impact on finances and well-being. Importantly, it will also differentiate between poker and casino players.
In a continuation of our ladies' poker theme, we can report that Elle magazine took the World Series of Poker by storm this week, Charlie's Angels style, and all in the name of charity. Heading the team of poker sirens was Jennifer Tilly, Hollywood heartstopper and girlfriend of poker professional Phil Lack. Tilly has already proved herself to be a fearsome player in her own right, taking down the ladies' title at last year's World Series of Poker. The Elle Queens of Heart team was also graced by actress Shannon Elizabeth, as well as some of the country's top female players. Sponsored by PartyPoker.net and Elle, the Queens of Heart played in the name of the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women campaign, hoping to increase awareness of heart disease, the #1 killer of women. The team donated a percentage of their winnings to the cause, which was matched by the team's sponsors by up to $5,000 each. The ladies' event, which took place between the 9th and 10th of July this year at the Harrah's Rio Hotel and Casino, saw a significant increase in popularity over recent years. The 2005 event had 3 times as many women players as 2004, and 2006 was the biggest yet, with a total of 1,128 entrants. It was won by Mary Jones, who took home an impressive $236,000.
The last 3 World Series winners have all come from obscurity to win the big one. Other tournaments worldwide have had unknowns winning as well. But can anyone win the big bucks in poker?
I guess anybody could, but you have to have skills in the end.
Well, I think Chris Moneymaker proved it by winning the World Series of Poker a few years ago. After, I think he played for 2 or 3 years, qualified online, and then went on to win the tournament. So I think if you take enough focus and attention to the game, I think, yeah, anyone could win.
Even the best poker player in the world, if he wins the World Series, will probably never get nowhere close to winning it ever again. And that's if he's the best poker player in the world.
To win the big tournaments, to win the big money, there's always going to be decent players, and I think it's impossible for you to be lucky the whole way through a tournament.
A lot of people think it's entirely a game of luck, but I'd say there's a lot of skill involved. When you see players like Chris Moneymaker, who turned $40 into $2.5 million. I mean, he may not be the best player in the world, but he's obviously got a certain amount of skill. I wouldn't say that you could pull a random person off the street and teach them the basics and then they could go and win the World Series.
And finally, the 3rd annual PokerStars World Cup of Poker came to a nail-biting conclusion recently, with Team Poland walking away with the cup. In a dramatic finish, 40-year-old Jack Ladney, an online qualifier, called a massive bluff by the US team captain Joe Harwell, winning $20,000 for himself and an additional $20,000 each for his 4 teammates. That's all from me. I'll see you next time.